Good morning and welcome to episode 1572 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, we have something tiny and something huge with Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one you want, honey?
All at the same time.
Pick a hand, honey.
Tiny?
Pick a hand.
Is that my dick and my desire for a bigger dick?
Yeah, guess which is which.
Yeah. Oh,
Something
you
like
picked
that.
tiny. Poor girl.
We'll find
Wrong
out.
hand. Yeah.
Big is
Find
my
out what-
appetite for boning you.
Huge is your disappointment. Yeah.
We'll find out what the mystery item is in a second. Next, we have a new technology that will bring the world together with Wes.
Yeah, I think this is just what the world needs at exactly the right time. I think it's going to make the world a much better place, and you'll see why. It's pretty cut and dry.
It's great news.
Yeah. Yep.
It's great news.
Great.
Fantastic news.
I'm excited to tell everyone about it.
Excited to hear about it. Wow. It's going to bring us all together. We got the dumbest DUI of all time with Pat.
Yeah, man. You ever gotten a DUI and you don't even know what country you're in?
Whoa. No.
That happened. More
So
to
who's
come.
the-
That was
Who's the fat running back for the Packers? Eddie Lacy.
Eddie Lacy.
He's got a DUI 4 times over the legal limit, and he's like 360 pounds. So he was throwing it back this past weekend.
Yeah, but the limit's for average people, not Lacey.
True.
Well, imagine how many beers he had to get his blood that high, though. Right?
That's what I'm
'Cause he's
saying.
Hey, you
he's
know
like
he ate
400.
something.
Of course he ate.
A whole turkey. You know?
He must have had 70 beers.
Mama drive.
Yeah.
It's like Andre the Giant. All right, and then we got some Newsweek bloopers to close this show out. Newsweek.
Love it. I love
Always count on
bloopers
'em.
of any kind.
Oh yeah, some good bloopers they got going on today.
Wonder where that term came from. Blooper.
I hope it was someone's last name that made a bunch of mistakes.
The etymology of blooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, we're pulling the blooper.
It's like a Munson type
Yeah,
situation.
it's a Munson. Yeah.
The word
Guys, can we
blooper.
guys, I
It's
haven't made a
It's gotta
mistake
be
in a
out
while.
from
Can we change it?
baseball.
Yeah, it's baseball. Or yeah, the word blooper comes from the early days of radio from around 1926, used in baseball by 1940. It meant hit a ball in high arc over the head of a fielder. I believe is
Oh, blooper. Yeah. It's a
So
funny-
the
it's
field
funny.
the fielder was blooped in that situation.
I guess.
Yeah.
What about a blunder? That's got to be someone's last name, right?
Yeah, like Munson.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
look at
actually
it.
it's a shootout. It's an off branch of blunder apparently.
This is
Yeah.
no. According to the blooper Wikipedia, the term blooper was popularized in the United States by television producer Kermit Schaefer in the 1950s. The term boner was more popular before that, and Schaefer produced a long-running series, Pardon My Blooper, recording albums in the 50s and 60s.
That makes sense.
featured
Wildly
mixed
underrated Halloween movie. Hubie Halloween. I don't even know the name of it. That's underrated. Hubie Halloween with
Talking about
Sandler.
the Adam Sandler movie. It's so bad. It's the worst
It's
ever.
incredibly good. His mom wears funny shirts,
No.
and she's like aloof. And
Des-
one of them
desperate
says, "I've got a big boner," or "I've got a huge boner," and he goes, "Mom, what's a boner mean?" He plays like kind of like a Tiz character, and she goes,
Uh-huh.
"I think it means mistake," and she's like 80, so now that makes sense.
Ah.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're
well,
not
it's-
serious,
they're all
Mark.
they're
No,
they're
I'm
all
serious.
related.
Then he goes around. No, that happens in the movie, and of
No,
course,
One's
I
a
believe-
blooper and boner. Yeah.
I believe that happens in the movie, Mark. You're
Yeah.
not serious about
Three
your
Bs.
opinion about the movie.
it's a good movie.
When was it released? It's an Adam Sandler
2020.
Halloween.
Yeah.
So Adam
Decent.
Sandler, Adam Sandler plays a character like this. He does
Mr.
most of his
Mr.
movies.
So and So, is this your poopy? Is this your poopy, Mr. So and So?
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Okay. It's one of those ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where he's like, yeah, where he's tizzed out.
Well, it is, and it's okay.
Brilliant.
Why can't he
Nice.
just get I'm more of a
Because
fan
Netflix is
of-
paying him $1 billion a year to crank
Yeah.
crap out.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go that direction, though, I like the ones like what was that Johnny Knoxville movie? Where he-
Yes. Yeah. The Special
Ringer?
Olympics one.
The Ringer.
The Ringer,
Yeah.
He
Go that
has
direction.
had some good non-Tiz movies. Uncut Gems, the basketball movie, those were good.
Yeah,
We're not
movies
making fun
produced
of Sandler, are we?
and
I mean, I
produced,
kinda
written, and
was, yeah.
directed by people other than Happy Madison. Yep, he's made some good ones over the last couple of years.
Wow, this is disrespectful. We should just move on to the show. This is disrespectful.
Love the water.
All of his comedy specials are incredible. Okay. I've got something tiny, like Pat's respect for Adam Sandler, and something huge, like mine. We'll go smallest to largest. And let's head over to India, where Sabine Saji has created the world's smallest washing machine. Look at that.
Look how tiny my washing machine is.
What does it wash, dude? What is
Not absolutely nothing. Well, it measures in at a teeny tiny 32.5 by 33.6 by 38.7 millimeters, or 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch.
Cool.
They need bigger washing machines. You know what I mean?
This isn't helping anyone. It's not even big enough to wash a single sock, they said.
You can wash your fingernail
Yes.
in there.
Yeah.
There's no use for it. He made it.
Saji said he mainly made it so he could get a world record because Guinness throws out these fucking world records for anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's why. Okay.
That's literally why he made it. And he had to prove that it could work, so they had to sit and watch it go through a spin, rinse, and wash cycle that had to go through all 3 cycles for him to
The
get
fact
awarded.
checkers came out there and just were like, "Hey, you need to run this tiny piece of shit."
Yeah.
So
How
we
big
can
did you
give
say it was?
Give you a
It's
ribbon.
an inch by an inch by an inch. There he is working on it.
His dad must be so disappointed. He wanted him to be a doctor, and he created this fucking tiny washing machine.
He's a Guinness World Record book holder now.
Such a waste.
How did your
also-
medical studies?
Or
I'll tell you what to wash.
anything.
I wash my hands of you.
Tiny washers.
Wes, where did you get your Indian accent from?
I don't know, man. Just natural. Just making fun of.
I know
him
what it is.
everywhere I go.
Just making fun.
Wes has filmed so many Indian weddings. I remember when Wes started
Oh, yeah.
developing the accent.
Yeah,
It was all the haggling he did.
yeah,
Is
lots
it-
of
it-
haggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much haggling.
You were playing back the accent in your head all day when you were haggling.
Yeah,
Did you ever toss the accent back to them and do like the yes no head thing?
God no. That would be
No
so
means yes, and yes means no. Also awarded in India recently was the Guinness World Record for the world's smallest vacuum. That's something you want. That will take that shit task of vacuuming your house to clean when you clean up before guests to take 100 times longer. Give me the smallest vacuum in the world. What are they going to invent next? The smallest TV? Tiny
Dude, I bet there's-
slices pizza?
I bet there's a market for this because people are there's like a lot of dollhouse people, like a ton of
They
miniatures.
want a
folks.
functioning shit.
To have a functioning vacuum to put a vacuum in the hands of a functioning vacuum in the hands of your miniature avatar that you wish would grow big so you could fuck. Yeah,
And you
dude, that's
wash.
huge for you.
Right. You wash the clothes that you jizzed on off of the dolls.
That's right,
too.
miniature mom.
Put it in the
Really
little washing
vacuum
machine.
it.
You jerk off
Yeah.
next to it, so your dick looks a lot bigger.
Way bigger.
Vacuum
Oh,
as big as the
it's
house.
You
like a-
vacuum your dick is what you do.
your kaiju dick.
You spill rice on your
Take
dick. and
pictures of your
vacuum
dick
it.
next to the washing machine nonstop.
Destroying, leveling levels. So it sounds like there's a lot of technically skilled Indians with too much time on their delicate hands.
No, literally, I was seeing an article about how now that education has spread like out of the Western world, and there's so many more people going to college like all over the globe, people are getting pissed like in other countries now because so many people are graduating college and there's nothing to do with their degrees. So this
Yep.
dude might be one of those people. Like it's a global issue now. Like it was just a Western world issue, and now it's become a global issue.
Better tiny washing machines than scam calls.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
They'll be
yeah,
selling those things to you soon.
Well, there's scammers everywhere. I kid India. I love Indian people. Anyways, hey,
Call
shout
for
out to
the
the
sale
big
for-
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather a call for a sale for a tiny washing machine than a scam call. That's for
We
sure.
love
Yeah,
big
that's true.
girls.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, shout out to the big girls. Let's get to the huge thing. Travis Geinger of Anoka, probably not pronouncing that correct, Minnesota, beat his closest competitor by 6 pounds in the big girl pumpkin competition.
Okay.
Look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this pumpkin.
Oh, wow. It's like the size of 5 men.
It looks like
more than that, Will.
it looks like a Tyrannosaurus bowel movement. That's how big it is. It's fucking
Guess.
huge, bro.
Guess how much it weighs. Guess.
3,000.
Oh yeah, 3680.
Mm,
24,000.
There you go, 2471. You guys went to 2,471 pound pumpkin. It's actually a few pounds lighter than this guy's world record last year of 2479. So he's like the Joey Chestnut of growing pumpkins.
Oh, he just always does it. Some
Triple.
live comments are talking about how the pumpkin looks weird. Well, if you ever grow a pumpkin, you know that the side that lays on the grass, the ground, or wherever, the dirt, wherever it's at, it's going to get flat and fucked up. And so, with a
What's
pumpkin
weird about it? Is it
look how weird it is.
1,000 times too big?
Well, it's flat. It's not like you see the bottom where it rested on the earth. Like
Right.
it's not. It looks like a pumpkin, a giant pumpkin pie.
Will,
shape.
you're saying that because you grew some pumpkins in the backyard and they were flat. Like if they were, so how do you
Well,
get
have
them
to rotate
to
them.
look
You
normal?
have to rotate them. It's just like a melon. You could put it in a box if you want
Sure.
a square shape. You need to rotate it up onto its butt so that it sits upright when it grows. Otherwise, it's going to be lopsided,
Maybe
misshaped.
some stakes in the ground could help with that.
Yeah, like a little bit of gardener twine, something like
It's
that.
like a 1,000-pound guy in a bed. You got to rotate him to get the
Exactly.
Wash,
Yeah,
you don't get the bed sores.
Now that you're
bed sores.
saying
that pumpkin has bed sores. That's why people say, it looks fucked up. Yeah.
Do you know like the Girth Master, right? Like he has like an actual like normal dong, right? It's huge, but it looks like a normal dong. You know the Girth Master,
because the length, because it's so wide. Yeah.
This dong, or I'm sorry, this pumpkin looks like if someone's like, "Yeah, I got the hugest dick ever," and you're like, "Yeah,"
this one's
and
like
it's
Arnold Palmer's dick. It's so big.
Well, if they're like, yeah, I got
Unbelievable.
elephantitis of the dick. That's what it looks like. It's like
Pat,
not a
look
dick
at the
you want
puny
to.
humans behind him.
You don't want to touch it. What I'm saying, but imagine if it had been put on its butt and it looks like an actual pumpkin, it'd be so much more impressive, dude.
You could fit like 6 people. You could make a pumpkin house out of that. You
couldn't get it
live in
that
there.
big, I don't think, though. That's the problem. He's got to grow it on its side because of the size he's going for. That's what
He's not going for looks. He's going for weight.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a freak show of a pumpkin, dude.
Yeah.
It's a freak. Well, 2,400 pounds. He's won back-to-back world championships, and it helps that he's a horticulture teacher. I had to look up exactly what horticulture is. I inferred it has something to do with help growing big ass pumpkins, but horticulture is the art or practice of garden cultivation and management. And that might help for pumpkin growing.
Mark, the fact that you had to look that up and you love Hubie's Halloween is it's trending in this.
It's very relatable. Unless you're an actual hungry pumpkin with an unlimited food supply, a horticulturist is probably going to get it done better than anyone else with his green thumb. I had to look up why having a green thumb means you would be a good horticulturist, and it turns out that most plants are green.
Yes, correct on all accounts.
So there we go. And boy, were they green with envy at the annual pumpkin weighing contest in Northern California this past week. How the hell do you even get that pumpkin from Minnesota to California? I'm assuming a horse trailer?
Yeah,
something like that. Definitely a trailer.
Or a truck bed. Maybe it could fit like in. It's probably too wide for like a.
Yeah, what were the dimensions of it? Did
it didn't say. Just 2,471 pounds.
Let's try to estimate. Put that picture up.
Yeah, let's put him back. Look at the guy's waist behind him. You're thinking 40-inch waist on that fella, probably.
It's also forced perspective there. So I'm thinking 7 feet across this pumpkin.
Yeah.
Trailer job.
Let's see. A flatbed trailer is 8.5 feet wide, 8.5 feet wide.
Yeah, so you can get on
What
a
about a horse
flatbed
trailer?
trailer.
What about a double horse trailer?
That's gonna be every trailer. Maybe a double wide might be. Let me see how big a double wide. How big
Why
is
would
a
they
double
put that
wide?
thing in a horse trailer?
No, it's just a flatbed, so they can put
freak people out.
tarp over it. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just could you imagine the scene of a flipped horse trailer carrying a 2,400-pound pumpkin on the highway?
So many
Unknowing
seeds.
passerbys. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just got the passerbys and highway patrol show up to what appears to be the goriest scene in the history of the world. Just guts everywhere. Guy was full of
Bet
seeds.
that pumpkin. Do you think they made pies out of it?
Many
I bet
apples.
it tastes weird. Bet it's a weird
Yeah, I don't
tasting
know if you can
pumpkin.
eat this.
Yeah, it's got to be weird tasting. It's too big.
Yeah, but he pumps it full of fucking shit, dude. There's no way he is
Right.
not.
It's got pumpkin steroids all in it.
Yeah, that thing's juice to the gills. Anyways,
I guess 8.5 feet is the widest possible width of a trailer.
Yes,
That's a
hangover
wide
trailer.
load.
Can hang over.
It fits on a trailer.
you can rotate it, like we said. Like if it's 8.7 at the widest, you kind of can move it sideways a little bit. You know,
Apparently, he couldn't move it, Mark, and that's why it grew like a fucking freak of a pumpkin.
It's
Right. Well,
huge.
it gets too heavy at some point. I'm sure he tried to rotate it at first, but then it just got out of hand.
He just gave up and fed it.
Yeah.
Just
Got to keep
remember,
pumping it full of steroids.
just
to
remember
win
this.
contest.
Your big pumpkin's a little bitch, because that's a big gourd. And speaking of big gourds, do yourself a favor and get a pair of True Classic boxers.
Yeah. Gourd enhancing
Yeah,
qualities.
I don't know how they were designed, maybe by a horticulturist or what, but something's going on with those boxers. True Classic is sponsoring today's show, and you might want to check out how the shirts fit. As you can see, it fits great. What you can't see is how fucking comfortable it is. I don't know what material they use, but I wouldn't be allowed at the Dunedin, New Zealand airport because it's hugging and caressing me all day long.
Yeah. For well over 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'd be allowed there for 2.5 minutes. It's not too tight. It's just right. Not only do they have the best-selling T-shirts, but guess what, guys? It's hoodie season, right? It's getting a little colder, and you better believe they have incredible hoodies. They have great-looking and fitting jeans. I got a pair of dark ones, fit perfectly, and the jogger pants that I haven't taken off this week, besides to switch into my other pair of jogger pants that they gave me.
The jogger pants are the most comfortable pants I've ever owned, quite frankly.
They're essentially my leg skin now, because I just won't take them
Great
off.
material. Great material across the board, whether it's bottoms or tops. True Classic, really good.
I call the joggers my new legs. Mix and match clothing to work with your lifestyle. And look, it's 100% perfect fit guaranteed. There's easy returns if you need to, which you won't. And it's trusted by over 4 million customers with over 200,000 reviews. So fall's here. It's time to step up your game. Right now, you can unlock big savings when you bundle packs. Just go to our exclusive link, trueclassic.com/hardfactor to save. That's trueclassic.com/hardfactor. Shop now and elevate your wardrobe today.
Mm-hmm.
The link's always in the show notes if you're looking for it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna order some outerwear tonight, I think.
A hoodie, bro.
Yeah, I think so. Quick update. Thank you, Mark, for bringing this to my attention. A story I covered last week about the World Conquer Championships.
Yes.
King Conquer, David Jenkins, did not use a steel chestnut to beat his rival, according to officials over there. His name has been cleared.
Isn't he the official?
I think maybe they just let him get away with it and didn't want to cause a big
they
stir.
did what we said. They did what we said to do. Yeah,
but
they did exactly what we predicted and
Yeah.
said was the best course of action.
But he's getting to keep his trophy and it's all over. So congratulations, King Conquer. Now, big news, huge news for the world. Again, time of turmoil, division. We needed something that could bring us all together. I'm talking everyone. I think, you know, the trans community, women, men, black, white. I think even Israel and Hamas might agree with that. This is awesome. Of course, talking about the brand new fake boob tech that just dropped, and they were just installed into the first FDA approved woman. And boy, do they look great, huh?
Whoa.
She is an FDA approved woman. I'll tell you that
She's
much.
FDA approved.
She's 100% FDA approved.
I
Was that
wish she was
True Classic shit?
FHA approved, the Food and Hug Administration. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. She looks
So
good. Yeah.
she's the first with these FDA approved boobs.
The article was very confusing. I think she's the first since the FDA approved them, but I think they've been putting these bad boys in women under the table for a while during clinical trials, which took 6 years to finally get the FDA to approve and say, yeah, these things are awesome. Let's go ahead and let the rest of the world enjoy them.
She's
But
the first person that she's the first person where they're like, "Whoa, we need to send these pictures out."
the first woman official. Legal. Yeah. Now,
So, what do they do, Wes?
well, I'll tell you that. First, I want to give you a little history.
Question.
Over the years, fake boobs have come a long way from the first fake tits. And wouldn't you know it, the Japanese were at the forefront of giving women fake tits, of course.
I was gonna say there's like the Japanese toilets of fake tits.
Yeah. So around 1945, Japanese whores tried to enlarge their own breasts by self-injecting industrial silicone after they noticed that our boys over there in the military preferred a larger breasted woman. So they were like, hey, we need to get these Americans horny. Let's start injecting some silicone into ourselves. And then
I didn't know fake boobs were World War II technology.
That's when they first appeared. And then American surgeons used synthetic injections on tens of thousands of women in the 1950s, which was bad. And it resulted in their breasts hardening and some having to undergo mastectomies. So that was bad. But
yeah, they didn't test that out first time.
No,
they direct injections.
They went right to the boob. They said this is going to be great. We're going to just start pumping women full of this. But then in 1961, these two heroes, Dr. Thomas Cronin and Dr. Frank Garrow, invented the silicone breast implant. And then in 64, doctors began using saline implants for the first time. Now here's a little chart, little education for you. Tells the difference between the two most popular types of fake tits up until now, silicone and saline. As you can see, saline provides a bouncier experience for the user, while silicone provides a more natural experience, similar to real tit issue. However, the scarring you receive with saline is much smaller because they put that fake tit in your body and then they pump it full of the saline, while the silicone are already filled, so it requires a bigger insertion. Also, you can, yes, Pat.
Which require the nipple removal versus the under boob incision?
They can all go. They can both go under boob.
Bring that chart back up.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, also you can be You can be 18 to get some bouncy saline tits, but you'll have to wait until you're 22 to get more natural silicone ones.
Well, what's this new stuff called though?
This new stuff is called Motiva. I present to you Motiva, and there they are. 6 years in the making. Here's Dr. Plastic surgeon Mark Epstein of Hauppauge. He's one of the 22 physicians in the U.S. who has been involved in this 6-year trial and is certified to use these. And
think about explaining this photograph to the aliens. Put that photo back up of the man, the doctor. So to an alien, explain what's happening here.
Yeah,
those are fake boobs.
I put the fake boobs in it.
We got us. This is a medical professional, and he's holding a tray there, and those things are going to go in a lady's breasts.
You could probably sell the male aliens on investing in this.
Yeah.
Let me test out one of your lady aliens. You know, they
look
got
at how nice
skin.
the packaging is. It looks like a nice watch package or something.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's pretty crazy. Look, go back to the one where he poses behind the chick with the boobs.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Right here, you mean?
So he's holding the fake boobs.
He's thinking about holding her boobs. Will
that's a wild picture.
Yeah,
he's holding the fake boobs right in front of the chick. He just put the fake boobs inside.
He might have even asked if he could hold her boobs, and she said no. So
he did. I think he's the one that put him in. So he's been all over her tits.
Okay.
That is,
and it's called Motiva because it's meant to motivate men to be better, to try to get access to some of these sick
to buy them.
new
I think
boobs, or to buy them.
It's called Motiva because it was originally called Tiva, and everyone wanted Mo.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. Now that is Dayanara Perez, who spent $12,000 on those bad boys, but I think she looks like $1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
12,000 for these new suckers. That's
more like sayonara to half your money when you marry her.
Yeah. Well, she recently had saline implants.
She will.
But like many saline customers, she suffered a rupture. Here's a before and after. of the salines versus the Motivas, and you can just, I mean, if you have eyes, you can see how great the Motivas are compared to the saline.
They also got her a nice tan and everything. I mean, she's really
That's not the same lady.
She's thriving now.
Yeah. So the main difference here is we've all seen movies where actresses have fake breasts and they kind of look like a deflated balloon. They get the little ripples underneath sometimes. Motiva promises to prevent ripples. No ripples, natural feel, and not that anyone cares, they're comfortable for the women too. So
incredible.
Yeah. As Dr. Epstein told the New York Post, it's a shell, and the interior is gel, and they move together as a unit. The less motion of silicone gel you have inside the implant, the less pressure on the shell, the less risk for rupture. So
it's like synchronized swimmers in your tits.
Yeah. So
the tits have brains.
Yeah. Epstein says they're
smart tits ever invented.
Yeah.
They are. They're smarter than you think. I'll get to that in a minute.
Wow.
The FDA approved these bad boys September 26th. They're made by some tech company. Who cares? They're now available in over 70 countries. And Epstein calls them game changers, saying, quote, Motiva implants are made to improve women's health. And he says that, it's just a smart move if you're and healthier and safer if you're looking. So this is going to open the doors for a lot of women that might have been scared of the previous kinds of implants. These are A-OK, ladies. To get
going to close the doors for a lot of men too.
Well, it's for sure going to improve their mental health because the compliments are going to come flowing in.
You think she gets some compliments? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of doors being opened for Sayonara.
Yeah. Now, Motiva gives the breast a circular shape.
Just everyone's tripping over. She's never going to have to open a door again in the rest of them.
Yeah. You could cut off your hands if you're her.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They come in two kinds of styles. The Motiva round, which gives the breast a circular shape, while the ergonomics style gives a teardrop shape when upright inside the breast. The latter embodies the signs of ergonomics and is designed to react, feel, and move like natural breast tissue. So I imagine they cost a little more, the ergonomics, but they're designed to enhance biocompatibility. They promote low inflammation. They also reduce the risk of capsular contracture, whatever.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah. But they do. They also have an RFID sensor, talking about the tech, which can be embedded into these recent ones,
so they can't get away.
Yeah. Is it like a chip for a pet? Like, so if you lose your big boob,
you can track your tits.
You can track them. Yeah, I think you can track.
Where is she?
Yeah, exactly.
What's she doing over there?
Let me pull up my tit tracking app.
I'm getting movement notifications on the tits, so it's better be her hands.
Is it the Hyatt? What? Yeah. So,
what does it really do?
No, it gives a serial number that the surgeon can vital information about the unit and date of manufacture, size, volume, profile, all that crap.
It tells the guy the mileage.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a VIN number.
It's a VIN number. Exactly what it is.
VIN number for your tits.
Can read out codes.
But apparently, the 40% of the new this trend that Gen Z and millennial clients, they want smaller, more elegant implants because they want to look good in their everyday clothes. They don't want to have these big knockers. So these Motivas come in a variety of sizes, of course, and they can give you that natural, smaller fake boob look if that's what you're looking for. And they one surgeon said our phones have been ringing off the hook. So
I bet.
And everyone should, if you want to, go ahead and check out Motiva because they are the next big thing, and they're safe. I want to make that very clear that they're very safe.
That's you're not a doctor. Shouldn't be saying that. Shouldn't be saying that.
Well, that's what this guy Epstein said.
Yeah, he can say it.
Nah, Epstein's have never ever steered anybody wrong.
I just want it on record on the internet that Hard Factor says that it's safe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
let's get a review when we can on these. If someone gets it,
professionals,
try them out. Let's talk about a DUI. Mm-hmm. Ontario Provincial Police, the OPP, they put out a news release about a Vermont man who got a DUI in Cobden, Ontario. And in the news release, they say that they received reports of a truck with flat tires and a Vermont license plate stuck in a drive-through in Cobden around 5 a.m. on Thursday. And they pulled up on the driver and they knocked on the door. I said, "Hello, sir. You mind turning the car off?" And he turned the car off. I said, "What are you doing here in this drive-through?" And he said something like, "Oh, I was just going out to get some good old American breakfast here at presumably McDonald's or Taco Bell." And they said, "Sir, you're in Canada." And he was like, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm in Vermont." And they were like, "No, sir, you're in Canada." And he was very surprised. He had no idea that he was in Canada. He thought that he was absolutely in Vermont. And
Amazing. Can you just
Yeah.
drive right over somewhere over there?
yeah, well, I guess so. There's certain border crossings, and this is another issue. Let me tell you, there's certain border
Drove
crossings.
over a log.
There's certain border crossings that are like video border crossings. So there's one border crossing up there that's like it's like the easiest border crossing to get across. It's like
A smart pass where they take a photo and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that license plate triggers something," but they just basically can drive through.
It's like an honorary system. But if you're so hammered that you're going to get flat tires and then get stuck in a drive-through, you're not stopping for any border check. Yeah, you're losing track of time. I don't know if he was texting and driving. I don't know, but he was about 45 minutes into Canada.
Damn.
And had absolutely just no idea. He's from Milton, Vermont, which is pretty far, man. It's pretty far.
It's amazing.
What did he go to Canada jail or U.S. jail?
They took him to Canada jail.
Canada
It's a crime to cross the border without stopping there, so that's also grounds for arrest.
They also hate DUIs because I think we started it first where we gave them shit for coming into the country if they had more than one DUI, and then so they followed suit, and they're strict.
Oh yeah,
on
bro,
that.
you cannot go into Canada without a DUI unless you talk to an immigration attorney.
I think you can do it with one if you fill out a bunch of paperwork, but with two you need to hire someone. Yeah.
I went through it all the time. Every band I ever managed, believe it or not, someone in the band had a DUI. And when it was time to go play Canada, there was an immigration attorney I'd always refer them to who would make sure the paperwork was okay.
But
It
that
would
just
take,
makes
like-
you want to see the band more. If
It would take 3 hours to get across the border with a DUI every time. They'd pull you off, pull you out.
Yeah, they don't fuck around with that shit up there.
they leave you in a
Now-
bar to tempt
This
you during
guy-
the paperwork.
Here,
wish
while you're checking your paperwork, help yourself to anything in the cooler there, and we'll be back in about 45 minutes.
Testing you.
Yeah. I wish that Canada released the identities of their people because it would be funny to see this guy's
I
picture.
know they don't. They don't.
Sucks. It sucks whenever there's a funny crime in Canada because you never find
gotta
out
admit-
who it is.
It sucks in our country. It's great for us, but the fact that they release the name of everyone arrested in
Oh,
no
but
other
mug
country
shots. The
does
mug
it, yeah.
shots are half the fun, It's just the mug shots are great.
They are.
Anyway, yeah, short Kip, short name, sweet one.
They should at least do what they should do in these other countries: do the mug shots, no name. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then the name
Right.
comes out.
Yeah, that's when you need to go to rehab when you're you're not sure what country you're in.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Good sign, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's probably rock bottom for him.
He's a transnational shithead.
Good for him. Green Mountain Boys over there. in
Oh,
Vermont.
thanks for showing up. You guys are gonna help me get out of this drive-through? I popped all my tires.
Canadian, I just thought I was drunk and you were talking funny.
Okay, let's just get you an egg McMuffin, and then you're gonna have to come with us. Okay.
Yeah, do they even have things open that early in Canada? I
Yeah,
don't think
dude,
they
Tim
have
Hortons.
the commercialism as America
Tim
where it's
Hortons is
open.
Canadians love to get up early.
Well, that's true. They get the fuck up early and start logging
You got to
and
beat the
shit.
snow,
Yeah, they're up early.
Got to take advantage of those sun hours. All right, let's move on to the last segment of the day. Newsweek bloopers. Newsweek is like the New York Post for the Reader's Digest crew. Is that like an accurate description?
So Newsweek used to be a big publication 50 years ago. It was a big deal
Right.
50, 40 years ago, similar to Time magazine.
It's the Reader's Digest comment.
It's
Yeah.
it's been bought and sold a bunch of times. Now it's back to their own ownership, Newsweek themselves, Newsweek Inc. It's a known dumpster fire of a media outlet that's been pumping out garbage stories since 1933. I think that I'm sure, they've been in business that long. They probably made some good ones, but right now it's almost 100% garbage.
Right? They're like a Yahoo almost, right? Like where they're like not actually
Yeah.
news, or like they're like.
I think it's written by robots. Like when you
Yeah,
read their
something's
stories,
weird.
it feels like it's written by robots. Like it doesn't. It's weird. It's
Probably all
incredible.
those Indians with world records.
Yeah, it's incredible they're still in business, but Newsweek is a household name. People can read it for free online, so it just keeps pumping out the shit.
Oh, their
Day
website
after
is trash.
I go
Yeah.
there as a last resort to find stories.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, well, it's a last resort for a lot of people, but for some unknown population, Wes, it's probably a first resort. And
Yeah.
Don't
Hold on.
announce. Don't announce on the show when you pick a Newsweek
The
story.
Washington Post sold Newsweek in 2010 for $1.
No way.
yeah, to themselves, right? Because they just were like, "We're done with you. Go back to yourselves, Newsweek." And now, well, maybe it was 2018. Whoever sold it to them. Anyways, their cell phone now been owned by a bunch of publications. Newsweek took a stab this week at covering Trump's weekend in Pennsylvania with hilarious results because, like I said, I think it's written by like AI robots or something. But if not, these real journalists are horrible. They posted on Monday, quote, rumors have been circulating on social media that former President Trump's visit to the popular fast food chain was staged. Was Donald Trump's McDonald's shift staged?
The fuck
Was
does that
it?
even mean?
Was it?
He wasn't hired by
staged?
McDonald's, Pat. We've been fooled. Yeah.
Right? Or they thought like maybe he just rolled up randomly to McDonald's and was like,
You may have thought that he went to a random busy McDonald's during a lunch shift and totally came in and took it over, but no. And I hope nobody had to click on that after seeing the Trump rally clips from the obviously staged event at the closed McDonald's. But clicking on the article goes on to tell you that, as reported live by every single media outlet and the Trump campaign themselves, the owner of the McDonald's also that it was, yes, indeed, a planned event, and it was not an actual live busy ass McDonald's.
Newsweek was right. Well,
Started serving burgers. Well, they're just positing the question mark for no particular reason at all. Who needs that explanation? Literally nobody. But Newsweek gave it to us anyways because it's
they get
news.
those clicks though. You clicked on it and you're doing it. That's what they do.
it's making
Really
me
just
look up the definition of staged. 'Cause, make
Yeah,
sure
this is really just more a
something I don't
PSA
know.
for anybody who respects Newsweek. And their thoughts on Trump's social media post during the Steelers game on Sunday night were even more insightful over at Newsweek. They posted, Donald Trump has shared what is likely an AI generated image on his Truth Social account, showing him as a player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you didn't see it already,
Jeez.
here's the image in question that they say is likely AI generated.
How afraid are you? What does this say? How afraid are you that you have to say likely? How
Dude.
fucking afraid are you, dude?
That's James
The
Harrison.
image- It's James Harrison. For people who can't see the image I'm showing to the guys right now, it is Donald Trump superimposed into the body of James Harrison, which they have turned white, and somehow Trump still has tiny hands in this picture.
More
I don't
alarming
know
to me is how Newsweek didn't recognize that's James Harrison.
Right. It's literally a photo mashup. They changed the jersey number to 47 from 92, but it's literally a mashup of an AI mashup of Donald Trump and James Harrison.
Yeah.
And the entire article, Mark, doesn't even acknowledge that. They have no idea what that is. They just say it's likely AI. But
Well done.
It is well. I mean, but it's 100.
It's not
Like,
photoshopped.
how-
It's well done by an AI.
how could you? They said to the AI,
Machine.
combine James Harrison's body with Trump and turn him white, and that was what the AI did for them.
Okay,
You
so
know
I'm
Trump
checking to
plays
see.
for the Steelers?
I'm checking to see if there's a byline, and there is in fact a byline by Maya Meherara. Like, so someone wrote that and put their fucking name on it.
Dude, that's not a real person. It can't be. So Pat, if you read into that article by Maya, the robot, here is how they made extra sure that this is likely an AI image. They said, quote, Trump's torso and arms also appear to have been altered to appear more muscular than they do in other photos of and videos of Trump in sportswear, such as those posted by Trump's golf Instagram account in July. According to an image detector search through Is It AI, the photo is 81% likely to be constructed by AI.
You can only get to 81. Yeah. His arms and shoulders were modified to exact dimensions of James Harrison.
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. Once again, not really sure who the target audience is here, but I can say with confidence right now, everyone listening is smarter than the average Newsweek reader. It's a guarantee.
This can't be like a hey, we figured it out. This has to be like a get angry Trump supporters to comment.
No, I think it's the lawyers, dude. I think it's a legal situation where like the journalists are probably told, if you can call them that, hey, don't assert anything you don't know is 100% true. And obviously
81%.
I guess so she's telling the probability that someone else says that it's
you would get smarter. Obvious. You would get smarter listening to us talk about hand jobs on repeat than reading every single Newsweek episode front to back.
So tune into Hard Factor every day.
Yeah, because we will make you smarter than Newsweek. That's I just know that much. Yeah. Yeah. Our hand job talk will make you will expand your mind significantly farther than Newsweek's articles.
I don't think Newsweek's going to spend 8 minutes on Motiva.
No, they won't. They won't. They certainly won't. And now you know about Motiva. Now you know that Newsweek is a fraud. Okay, if you didn't know before, now you know. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day. Trivia Friday night.
Trivia Friday. Oh, we got it. Yeah.